Hi everyone. I need your help for this bit, and so I'd like to ask you a favour. If you could all close your eyes for me, and I am serious, so I need you to all close your eyes. No peeking until I tell you. So take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and relax. So imagine yourselves getting home from the event this evening, and you're starting to wind down. Then the phone rings, and it's someone telling you that your partner's been in a car accident. I want you to keep your eyes closed, and it's okay, your partner is okay, but we'll fast forward a bit, keep your eyes closed. Your partner's now been off work for 3 months, and they're actually unlikely to be able to go back to work for some time. So the usual income that comes into your household is now halved, but all the bills are still the same, and they're becoming harder for you to pay. You've cut back your spending, you cancel the holidays, you change your supermarket, you even look into selling the car, and despite all of this, one day you receive a final demand letter saying, the next step is for the bailiffs to come round. Before you know it, you're 20 grand in debt to 5 creditors, and then you're off sick for a day with a heavy cold, and there's a knock at the door. So open your eyes, come back to me in the room. That scenario is exactly what happened to one of our first customers, Joanne. And Joanne's a lawyer. This can happen to anyone. As a society, we have a very bad habit of spending what we earn, meaning that 20 million people in the UK have less than £100 in savings. That's one Hoover breakdown away from insolvency. And people who do have debts, they're good people, they're just in bad times. And no one deserves to live in fear of bailiffs knocking on the door. People want to feel in control, and they want to focus on the future. And banks also want to support these customers. They want to support people through bad times, help them rehabilitate and get back on track. But if you find yourself in this situation, then advice is very difficult to access. It's very intrusive, when the last thing you want to do is talk about it. And it requires a huge investment of your time, because before you can get support, you have to go through an interrogation of your finances. And banks are the last person you want to speak to. All of this means that only 17% of people get the debt advice and support that they need. Let me introduce you to Tully. Tully's the world's first digital debt advisor. And with Tully, people get the support they need at the touch of a button, with anonymity and on their terms, so they feel in control. We use open banking and conversational AI to do the heavy lifting, helping people build a budget and get advice in minutes, so they can focus on the future. Now, it's early days for Tully, but it's been built on the same OpenWrks platform that's trusted by HSBC, Nationwide, and 30 other clients. And we've launched Tully with 7 founding partners who refer their customers with money worries to us. That's giving us a reach to 5 million of our target customers from day one. An extensive beta testing has shown that our approach creates budgets that are £300 more accurate than traditional methods. This means that repayment plans that we provide to our customers are sustainable for them, and they return more for banks. It's time for us to use open banking to help the people who really need it the most. That's why we created Tully for those 20 million people just like Joanne, and we won't stop until we've done it. So my ask of everyone here today is really simple. If you know anyone that's struggling with money, then tell them about Tully. Thank you very much.